Now we are tracking some big developments in two communities that are fighting against data centers.
Yeah, so right now Prince William County supervisors are debating what would be the largest data center project in county history. So it's nearly double the size of the Digital Gateway project. You might remember that officially died last week.
Plus, Prince George's County just became the largest jurisdiction in Maryland to put a pause on data center development. Our chief investigative reporter Eric Flack is staying on top of this new proposal in Virginia ahead of a packed meeting tonight.
Yeah, but let's start with our Matt Gregory in Maryland for the impact this new decision is having on Prince George's County. Matt.
After so much debate, is this moratorium too long? Is this going to affect economic development? How will these data centers affect communities? Ultimately, a majority of the council decided to put a pause on new data center development for 2 years, but with the caveat that it can be repealed if the county council develops new regulations. A packed room for the big vote laid out their cases to the council.
Any jobs data centers bring are extremely temporary, and many are for out-of-state workers, not Marylanders.
The concerned communities.
They are an assault on our health and our environment.
Against labor unions and development teams.
The word moratorium is too charged. You're hurting our businesses.
It seems very excessive and really not necessary.
And a peculiar group of pro-data center folks.
I also will be speaking on some fiction and facts.
Council members accuse them of being paid to protest.
Many data centers use air cooling closed-loop systems.
They denied it.
I think it's the moral issue of this decade.
But the end of the public comment led to a series of council debates. Some council members suggesting tabling the proposed moratorium or shortening it, but in the end, the ban passed.
Motion carries 7-1 free.
I'm just happy that the outcome that I hoped for happened today.
Council Chair Crystal Oriata said it pauses the development of hyperscale data centers for 2 years, but that can be changed.
I think the compromise is saying that if we pass comprehensive legislation, it lifts the moratorium. So like my colleague said, the onus is on us.
Now, council member Shayla Adams Stafford did tell her colleagues that she is currently working on that regulation structure and framework that she hopes to have finished soon that could replace this moratorium. But as of right now, no new data centers in Prince George's County for 2 years. In Largo, Maryland, I'm Matt Gregory, WUSA 9.
All right, let's head to Woodbridge now. Our chief investigative reporter Eric Flack is joining us live outside the board meeting where our neighbors are testifying about some of their concerns.
Yeah, Eric, what are they telling you?
You know, this is a really interesting situation, Les. You've got everyday people, landowners, farm owners out here who feel the data center world closing in on them with all the traffic and the power lines, and they want to sell their land to other data center developers to get out and cash in. But the fight to stop that plan from moving forward started hours before this Board of Supervisors meeting even began. Hundreds rallied outside the Prince William County Government Complex Tuesday protesting a planning request that would clear the way for the massive Dulles South Innovation Center, a data center project nearly twice the size of the Digital Gateway, the proposal opponents killed just last week.
We're asking the Board of Supervisors to deny the initiation, not because we oppose technology, but because we believe progress should strengthen our communities, not sacrifice them.
Protesters, organized by the Coalition to Protect Prince William County, warned the project would threaten water quality, quality of life, and property values for neighbors living next to those massive new power lines the complex would need. Board Chair DeShandra Jefferson, a longtime data center critic, says the growing resistance across Northern Virginia is a sign the tax revenue just isn't worth it anymore.
I mean, how do you replace the revenue that a data center can provide?
Well, the question I ask is to what end? To what end are we bringing data centers in? To what end is enough enough? And I think that we're getting to that tipping point.
But the overflow crowd inside Tuesday's meeting included something else. Large groups wearing yes stickers.
You guys are the property owners who say, don't stop our business deal because
Correct.
You guys don't like data centers.
Correct.
And you argue that this is the perfect place for data centers.
If you're going to have a perfect place.
Most of them are property owners who say their Haymarket and Gainesville neighborhoods are already overrun with traffic and power lines.
Prince William County has added so many homes in the Haymarket and Gainesville neighborhood, and those homes put commuters past my house. Trying to mow my lawn puts my life at risk.
They're in line to cash out, selling their farms to the developer behind Dulles South. Families who stand to lose a lot of money if supervisors block the project.
Those are people that are truly impacted. They're talking about potential impacts. We're talking about true impact, right? I think if you asked Loudoun County if they had to do it again, they wouldn't say no to data centers. They'd say, let's put it in the right place and all in one place.
Prince William County staff actually recommended that the Board of Supervisors vote against this plan, and a request by the data center people to delay the vote from tonight because they just felt like they didn't have the votes to get this thing through was actually denied about an hour ago by the Board of Supervisors. So the public comment has been going for a couple hours. It's got a couple hours more. The vote will happen tonight. This project will either die tonight or move forward. The signs are not good for those who want to sell out and get out to the data center people. Guys, back to you.
Either way they vote, there's a significant impact on all of the people there in Prince William County.
This won't be the end.
Sure won't. All right, Flack, we'll be following it, and of course we'll be tracking this meeting for you and share updates tonight on the news at 11.